Dustin Poirier, great to talk to you. Let's get right to it. A lot of people have you as the underdog in this fight. Do you think you deserve to be the underdog in this fight?
Man, I've been the underdog in so many fights and got my hand raised. I've been the underdog my whole life. I'm comfortable in this position, and no, I do not think I should be.
Why do you not believe you should be?
Because I've been putting in the work. I've been beating the best guys in the world. I've been in these battles and getting my hand raised. I always find a way.
When you look at Conor McGregor, obviously he's had about 2 UFC fights in the last 4 years. Knowing the sport the way that you do, being a top contender, what kind of effect do you expect that to have on his performance against you this Saturday night?
It's tough to say. You know, I don't play a whole lot into that because everybody's different, right? One guy, it might affect him. Another guy, it might not. And just because he was outside of MMA, he was still fighting. He was boxing, and he was in the gym. Ring rust affects people differently, and I don't play too much into it. I expect the best version.
You lost the first fight. Obviously, the obvious answer would be that, you know, he took you out in 1 minute and 46 seconds, so you got caught with a couple of punches. But as you reflect on that particular loss, why do you believe you lost that first fight to Conor McGregor?
Felt like I was too emotional in there. I let anger blind me. I let my emotions get the best of me, and that's why. I just cared too much about what everybody was thinking and everybody was saying and writing and what he was saying. And now I don't care.
What specifically were you angry about before that first fight? What made you so angry?
I mean, did you see any of the lead up? The guy was talking
I did not at that time.
Crazy stuff. No? Well, he was just, you know, insulting my family, insulting me. And I was a young fighter, and I took everything very, very serious.
Well, what's the difference now? You're not taking it seriously? You're not listening to it? You're not hearing it? What's the difference this time around?
It's just maturity. It's just understanding that all that's noise, and it doesn't affect what I have control over. And what I do have control over is my commitment to the game, my conditioning, my focus, my work. If I keep all those things in order, everything else is just noise.
A lot of people have alluded to how much better you've gotten since 2014. What specifically about your fight game do you think is significantly better compared to 2014?
For sure, my skill set. 6 years at the toughest, in the toughest division, at the highest level of the sport, you're going to have to evolve and continue to get better. But also my patience, just maturity as a fighter and a man.
A lot of people look at the sport of boxing, for example, and if you got a loss or two, you know, it could cost you everything. Clearly, that's not the case in the UFC because we've got champions with losses on their resume, and that's no big deal. Having said all of that, how big is this fight for you, and why is it so big to you?
It's the biggest fight in combat sports besides, to me personally, besides a title fight. The reason I fight is to be the undisputed world champion, to be the best in the world. And I know this fight, the winner is fighting for the belt. This is a contender fight. So it's a contender fight against the biggest opponent you can be standing across the octagon from. So this fight is very important for me in my career.
I understand that you believe that Conor McGregor is a big opponent, and he is because he's box office, make no mistake about it. But outside of box office appeal, do you believe he's somebody that's worthy of this opportunity against you in light of the fact that he's only fought twice in the UFC in the last 4 years?
You know, we can talk about his inactivity, but we can also talk about the accolades and the things the man's done. Champion in 2 divisions, multiple knockouts in you know 3 different weight divisions. Finished one of the best fighters in the world with 1 punch in Jose Aldo. Just returned last year, stopped a man inside of 1 minute. You know, there's a lot of things we can point at that he's accomplished that put him in position to come back and fight guys in the top of the division.
There's a lot you've accomplished as well. What are we going to see from Dustin Poirier this Saturday night?
You're going to see a man in his prime, in the moment, doing his thing. Tune in, UFC 257.
And you say doing this thing. What is your thing? For those out there who don't know, tell them what your thing is.
My thing is guts and glory. Go out there, put it all on the line, do what I'm trained to do, and enjoy the show.
So you're going to be in attack mode, going after Conor McGregor from opening tap. That's what you're trying to say? That's what you want me to tell the audience?
I mean, I think they know that. If they've seen me fight, they know that. It's a fight.
Are you predicting KO, submission, a finish, a decision, or just a win, or anything specific? What are you predicting?
Yeah, I don't really do the prediction thing. I predict a win by any means.
Dustin, appreciate the time, man. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.